Okay, let us dive right into this explainer. Have you noticed that a small bump against the kitchen counter now leaves a mark that lasts for 2 full weeks? Maybe your skin feels a little thinner and more fragile than it did just a few short years ago. Or perhaps you have looked down at your hands and wondered when they started looking so very delicate. This is a deeply shared daily experience for so many of us. If any of this feels familiar to you, please know you are not imagining things. You are certainly not alone in this journey. So many people over 60 quietly notice these changes. They simply accept them as a normal part of getting older. They think it is something that cannot be improved. But science suggests something very different, and it is full of real hope. This is something most people never find out, but changing how you nourish yourself can truly change how your skin behaves. We are going to gently look at what is really happening underneath the surface of your skin. We will explore how you can support your body from the inside out using simple daily choices. Question yourself, how often do you just hide your arms because you feel there is absolutely nothing you can do?
So, the crucial point we are going to explore is exactly why a small bump suddenly leaves a lasting mark. We need to move past quiet acceptance. We need to understand the real mechanics at play inside your cells. Think about a time when you gently brushed against a door frame. You woke up with a massive dark spot the very next day. It can be deeply frustrating and even a little scary to see your precious body react that way. To understand this, we have to look deeper than the surface. Your skin has a thick, soft cushion under it when you are young. Think of it like a dense foam mattress. When you bump into something, the foam takes the hit. But as we pass age 50, that foam gets much thinner. The protective padding simply fades away over time. Let us think about a real-world example. Imagine dropping a heavy book on a thick winter coat. You hardly feel a thing. Now imagine dropping that exact same heavy book on a thin silk shirt. It hurts right away. Your aging skin becomes exactly like that thin silk shirt. Without that thick internal padding, every tiny bump hits the blood vessels directly. They break easily and leak, and that creates the dark bruise you see for weeks. Question yourself, have you noticed your skin tearing or bruising from tiny things that never bothered you before? We must look beyond what we can plainly see in the mirror.
Now that we understand this basic shift, let us look at something equally important. We are going straight under the hood of aging skin to see what is happening deep within the hidden layers. Your skin is not just a simple, flat covering. It is an active, living structure held together by a protein chain called collagen, K-ellagen. It also relies heavily on elastin. This gives your skin its natural ability to bounce back into place. Think of collagen, K-ellagen, and elastin, as the strong, thick ropes holding up a heavy tent. When the ropes are tight and new, the tent stands tall against the heavy wind. But over time, if those ropes begin to fray and snap, the tent loses its firm shape and starts to sag. In plain and simple terms, collagen K-ellagen gives your skin its true hidden strength. As we pass age 60, the natural production of this vital protein slows down a great deal. The remaining protein strands become weak. They are much less tightly bound together. At the exact same time, the protective layer of fat just beneath the skin begins to thin out. Think of an old rubber band that has been sitting in a drawer for 10 years. When you try to stretch it, it just snaps in half. Your internal fibers become just like that old rubber band. Question yourself, when you realize your skin is an active, living organ, does it change how you want to care for it every single day?
Health research shows something very specific and powerful about this decline. Our natural production of this vital protein drops by about 1% every single year, starting way back in our mid-20s. By the time we reach age 65, a huge portion of that renewal process has already slowed down. To explain this differently, your body simply makes less of the exact building blocks needed for natural repair. Imagine a busy builder who used to have a full pile of bricks delivered every single morning. He could fix any broken wall in a flash. But now, he only gets a few tiny handfuls of bricks a day. He simply cannot patch up the entire broken wall anymore. This clearly explains why a small bump that would have faded fast at age 30 now lingers for 2 full weeks. The internal repair crew simply lacks the raw materials to work fast. The real twist comes a little later. But for now, just know your body's doing its absolute best with very limited daily supplies. Question yourself. Are you giving your internal builder the daily bricks he needs to do his deep healing work?
This brings us to a major truth about how we care for ourselves as we age.
Most people make a big mistake right here. They focus only on the surface of the problem. They spend a small fortune on expensive lotions and heavy creams, trying desperately to cover up fading tissue. They are hoping for a magic miracle in a little jar. But science points to a more effective internal approach through deep cellular hydration and solid daily nutrition. To rephrase this simply, rubbing heavy lotion on a failing foundation will never fix a broken house. The structure must be heavily supported from deep within. Consider a real example of someone who applies thick cream 3 times a day, but they still struggle with paper-thin tearing tissue on their lower arms. The thick cream only sits on the very top layer. It simply cannot reach the deep, hidden tissues where the real repair work happens. Question yourself, how much time do you spend fixing the outside compared to truly feeding the inside?
We must also deeply address a hidden sign of aging skin that many people miss entirely. As the outer layers thin out, their natural ability to hold onto moisture at a cellular level heavily declines. The protective barrier weakens, and internal water simply slips away. Your skin becomes exactly like a wooden barrel with tiny holes drilled into the bottom. No matter how much fresh water you pour in, it struggles to stay full and plump. Many older adults find their skin feels dry and tight, regardless of how much external lotion they apply every single morning. The deep water content is actually much lower than it used to be many years ago. In many traditional global cultures, senior health focused entirely on drinking warm broths and herbal teas all day long. They understood that deep internal moisture was the true secret to soft, strong tissue. We have lost that daily gentle wisdom in our modern rush. Question yourself, do you feel like you are always trying to fix a leak from the wrong side of the wall?
This is where most people get confused, but it is actually quite simple. Let us move forward and explore gentle dietary solutions that can truly help your body rebuild itself. I want you to focus heavily on gentle foods that support your living structure from within. As we pass age 50, our bodies become much less efficient at pulling raw nutrients from heavy meals. This creates a hidden deep deficiency, but simple, soft foods can help close that gap beautifully. You do not need a strict or hard diet. Easy-to-digest bone broth is deeply nourishing for thin tissue. Citrus fruits and soft sweet kiwi offer heavy vitamin C. Studies say vitamin C is required to build new tight protein strands. Eggs provide smooth protein and sulfur for strong internal bonds, while sweet berries protect against fast tissue breakdown. Soft-cupped salmon locks in deep moisture, and plain soft yogurt offers smooth protein. To put it simply, feeding your aging outer layer from the inside gives it the real power to bounce back. Let us look at a real-life example. A simple bowl of warm chicken bone broth has the exact melted-down proteins your body craves. It goes straight to work patching those thin, hidden spots. Question yourself, could you add just one soft-boiled egg to your gentle morning routine to start your day right tomorrow? We have covered a lot so far, but the most important part is coming right now. Stay with me. What comes next can completely change the way you think about your health. To truly protect the strong tissues we still have left, we need to fully understand a hidden process called glycation. Glycation happens when excess refined sugar attaches directly to your healthy internal fibers. This makes them stiff and deeply rigid over time. Imagine taking a highly flexible rubber band and coating it in a thick, heavy layer of hard melted candy. When the candy cools down and hardens, you try to gently stretch the band. The band simply snaps in half. Sugar does this exact same thing to your internal support structures. It quietly robs them of their natural, healthy bounce. It creates a massive hidden deficiency in your deep, flexible bounce. To explain it differently, heavy sugar acts like cheap superglue on a delicate silk shirt. It ruins the soft weave. Question yourself, did you ever think that a simple, sweet treat could physically break the hidden rubber bands inside your arms?
With complete kindness and zero judgment, science suggests we gently build awareness around certain common daily items. Heavily processed, sugary foods and sweet sodas drive that rigid, stiffening process we just talked about. Deep-fried foods cause hidden internal inflammation. This loudly interrupts your natural daily repair cycle. And things like excessive alcohol or very salty packaged snacks, they pull vital fresh water right out of your deep cells. They act exactly like a dry, dusty sponge, sucking the much-needed moisture right out of your fragile body. They silently starve your outer layers of deep hydration, making any dark bruising much worse and much slower to truly heal. To say it another way, eating highly processed salty snacks is exactly like pouring dry sand onto a delicate, thirsty plant.
Let us aim for simple, globally relatable whole foods instead, like fresh, local soft fruits and warm-cooked smooth grains. These are the foods our elders ate for lasting strength. Question yourself, could you swap just one sweet soda for a simple glass of fresh, clean water today?
Let us see how this connects to everyday senior life. We are going to bust some major tissue myths and look at a deeply inspiring real-world story. Let us powerfully dismantle the most common senior health myths out there today. The first common myth is that thin, bruising skin is just normal aging, and absolutely nothing can be done about it. The scientific truth is that daily internal hydration and soft, gentle protein meaningfully support your natural bounce. Think of an older man who drinks 5 glasses of water a day instead of 2. His outer tissue simply plumps up naturally within weeks. The second dangerous myth claims only highly expensive imported creams can help you look or feel better. In reality, deep internal nutrition plays a far more helpful role than anything applied on the outside layer. Imagine a woman spending $50 a week on heavy lotions while eating only dry plain toast. Her tissue will still tear because the true building blocks are missing from the inside. And the third major myth, it says thin, fragile tissue is only caused by past heavy sun exposure during your lost youth. The truth is that internal protein decline happens to every single human, no matter what they did in past decades. Even people who worked fully indoors their whole lives face this exact same thinning. Your daily food choices today matter far more than what you did 30 long years ago. Question yourself, which of these old silly myths have you been quietly believing for all these years? Consider the very relatable story of Sarah, who is 68 years old. She felt deeply embarrassed by hard-to-explain dark bruising on her lower arms. She hid her lovely arms under long, heavy sleeves, even in the very warm summer weather. The whole problem brought her to sad tears when a simple, gentle bump against her car door left a massive dark mark. The ugly mark simply would not fade away for a whole long month. She truly thought her aging body was simply giving up on her. She felt fully betrayed by her own outer shell. She spent long hours rubbing heavy, thick creams onto her arms, hoping the dark spots would magically vanish into thin air. But nothing changed at all. To explain it differently, Sarah was trying to paint over a crumbling, broken wall instead of fixing the broken bricks underneath. She was doing her best, but she was missing the true inner cause. Question yourself, have you ever felt that exact same deep frustration when a new dark mark appears out of nowhere? Her beautiful turning point came when she finally stopped focusing on heavy, expensive creams. She added one soft-boiled egg to her morning plate every single day. She kept a full glass of fresh, clean water next to her favorite reading chair. She chose soft, sweet berries instead of highly salty potato chips in the late afternoon. These gentle dietary changes were deeply simple, but they were wildly powerful for her body. After just a few short months, her skin felt far less dry and tight. The dark marks faded much faster than before. She felt a giant surge of new daily joy and confidence. She simply gave her aging body the exact raw materials it was begging for, and her body responded by getting much stronger. Question yourself, what simple, soft raw material is your own beautiful body begging for right now? Now that we understand the deep science and the real-world results, let us look at your gentle daily action steps. This is how you build true inner power. Notice how easily these small daily habits stack up across a normal, peaceful day. First, start your quiet morning with a full glass of fresh, clean water. Pair it with a very soft, easy protein, like an egg or plain yogurt. This beautifully breaks the long, dry nighttime fast and right away sends deep, fresh hydration to your thirsty outer tissues. Next, during your active midday, keep fresh water nearby at all times. Older adults often lose their natural internal thirst signal. Keeping that glass of water right by your keyboard or chair is a gentle, loving reminder to sip often. You are creating a steady, gentle rain for your internal garden rather than a sudden, heavy flood. Finally, in the quiet evening, gently apply a basic moisturizing lotion while your skin is still slightly damp from washing. This simply locks that lovely external moisture right into the very top layer. To put it simply, you are giving your body exactly what it needs, exactly when it needs it. Question yourself, which part of this daily, gentle rhythm feels the most relaxing and natural to you? Beyond your soft daily diet, these highly practical steps make a total world of difference. Protect your delicate outer layer from the harsh midday sun using light, long clothing. This deeply preserves the strong, healthy fibers you still have left inside. And definitely add gentle, low-impact movement to your day, like a short, slow walk around your quiet neighborhood. Movement connects deeply to this entire topic because it pumps fresh, warm blood right to your outer cells. It carries the raw, healthy nutrients exactly where they need to go. Movement also helps greatly lower your daily mental stress. Lower stress naturally supports much deeper sleep at night. Deep sleep is the exact time when your internal body does all of its heavy healing and repair work. Without deep, heavy rest, your body simply cannot rebuild those broken protein fibers. Your entire beautiful system thrives on a steady daily rhythm of water, soft protein, gentle movement, and deep, heavy rest. If you sit still all day, the healing nutrients simply cannot reach your outer edges. Question yourself. Can you find just 10 minutes today to take a slow, gentle walk and feed your outer layers with fresh, pumping blood? I recently heard about a lovely 70-year-old man named Thomas. He simply started carrying a small water bottle on his daily gentle walks, and he added plain yogurt to his morning routine. Within 2 months, he noticed the thin, tearing tissue on his hands became much more plump and firm. He did not change his whole life, he just made tiny, powerful shifts. Your health is not a destination you arrive at one day, it is a direction you choose every single day. Small awareness, small choices, small habits, they quietly add up to something much bigger than you realize right now. If this gave you even one useful thought, share it with one person who needs to hear this. That one share can bring this awareness to someone silently struggling, and it helps Wellness Geek seniors reach more people who truly need this.
Like this video and subscribe to Wellness Geek Seniors. If this brought real value, look for the join button next to the Wellness Geek Seniors logo below this video, click it and become a member of the Wellness Support Circle. Your support gives Wellness Geek Seniors the strength to keep going. Thank you so much for watching and caring about your health.